Hey everybody, and welcome back to Investment Honey, where we talk about various crypto projects. Before we begin, as always, a couple of reminders that I'm not your financial advisor and we never provide any investment advice on this channel ever. So with that being said, sorry about not getting a video out yesterday. Just really wasn't feeling the greatest, so decided to go ahead and take a day off, and I did not make a broadcast post, so I do apologize for that. With that being said, if you are somebody new to the channel, thank you so much for joining the channel. Not sure, how you found the channel or the series, but either way, we're glad you're here. And for anybody that is that's joining us, that's been here, since the beginning, or found us somewhere along the way, thank you so much for continuing to follow along. So we're going to go ahead and jump into discovery, because there's really not much to take a look at, on the review side. So, and let me just go ahead and make one quick check on that before I say that with any definitive commentary. So I just checked, and that is true. That, yeah, nothing going on the review side. So the market's been a little shaky, up and down. And then obviously, I think it was the day before yesterday, we were at a level of extreme fear. And then Trump came out with some news yesterday. And then all of a sudden, the sentiment was bullish, all over again. So, and then he made another announcement that there's supposed to be some kind of investment announcement coming. So obviously people are feeling pretty good, so it's starting to look up. But again, still have to be mindful that there's still a lot of stuff that's out there that's utter garbage, so we're going to go ahead and go into our gear over here so we can adjust, what we got going on the dashboard. So price is going to go away, transactions, volume makers, we're going to keep all the time slots, and we'll get rid of liquidity here and keep market cap, so you can see all of that has changed. If you're somebody new, and we're going to go to the filters. And so as far as platforms, we'll look at everything today, at least everything we've been talking about so far, because really these are the main chains, that are getting action. So, all right, so we're going to click save, nothing to do over here on the Dex side. And then we're not going to touch anything here on the profile. We're going to add our liquidity, which is going to be at minimum $1,000. And then for market cap, we're going to go with our standard 50K. And we're going to go out to 200. See if we get anything more than 60 tokens, then we'll come back in here and adjust this. So as far as periods, we'll go with brand new all the way out to 50 hours, and then we're going to go to our 10% minimum value on the 24-hour column as far as that change is concerned. So if we go ahead and click here, we get everything from the highest amount of change, to at minimum, at least at 10%. So there we go. And then we're going to also, because I like doing this, we're going to go to the 5-minute column here just to see where we're getting the most action in the last 5 minutes. And so let's see here. Vibe Pitbull, don't know what that is, but sure, let's open it up. Momo, we're going to open you up, and let's see here. Zelensky. Okay, so let's see what's going on, where to go with that. So obviously we got a bunch of stuff moving around and trying to catch it. Okay, Baby the Deer. So obviously there's a token that came out yesterday that did massively well as far as the deer is concerned. So I actually saw that one kind of early and I didn't touch it, but either way, that's okay, because I think that one originated from Pump Fund, if I'm correct. Let's see here. Baby the Deer, unknown USDT printer. And as I mentioned before, in regards, to these reward tokens, still, we're still seeing some of those reward tokens, coming out, but a lot of them are not getting the same amount of volume, that they were seeing before, as far as when IMG came out. And so I did say, that eventually, this stuff, it's all predicated upon volume, so if there's no volume, then people are just going to go ahead and exit the token, because without the volume, you don't get the rewards, right? So, and even IMG, I think that one now is sitting at about 8 million. Hold on, guys, I got to take a call real quick. All right, guys, so with that being said, we're going to go back into the filters. We're going to see if we can bring up some more tokens to take a look at. So we're at 201 here. And we're going to go out to 500. Let's see what we get. All right, so we'll open this one up. Not sure what it is. Tether rewards machine, sure. BWOB. I don't know what that is. Infinite money glitch. Obviously, this is a times 3 version. So, but they're sitting at 380K. And again, just like a broken record. Not so sure that that's really going to do a lot in terms of their market cap, since, obviously the OG is still there. OG's been proven, so I think people are more likely jump into that than a brand new IMG. That's just my own personal opinion. Let's see here. Bork Research Institute. Nah. Basic. We'll take a look at that one. Lomo. Not taking a look at any of them that are duplicates. And so we do have a few duplicates here. And let's see here. So we've got about 8 tokens. I'm going to go back in here real quick. And we're going to make one adjustment. We're going to go on the pair age, out to 120. See if we can pick anything else up. Okay, roulette. Sure, we'll pick that one up. And then I think we're just going to take a look at what we got. So we've got Vibe Pit. This is Vibing Pit Bull. Chart looks pretty decent. We got a Telegram, so we'll keep it. This one, no Telegram on Momo. This one, no Telegram on Zelensky. And here, Baby the Deer, no Telegram here either. And this one, was a rug. No Telegram here on Haste. This one we do get Telegram. Chart looks okay. And this looks like another rewards token. BY or BWOB. I keep wanting to say BYOB. Let's go to the 5 minute. This one looks okay. It's kind of Telegram. We'll keep this one too. This one, not digging the chart, so we're going to get rid of it. And roulette, we get a Telegram. Chart looks okay. So we've got, a few tokens here to take a look at. So not a ton, but I think we'll keep this. We're going to go back over here, to the filters real quick. And we're going to go back to our original market cap entry, or at least range. All right, so 50K to that 200K. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Okay, and so the reason why I'm doing that is because we changed the age window. So we'll see if we can pick up anything else here. Let's see, rug.pub. Sure, 3 stocks. Okay. Jake, baby's brother, birdification. Let's see here, Nordo. Okay. And we're not going to pick up this one because there's nothing going on here in the 5 minute of the 1 hour. Okay, so we're looking here. We got to take a little roulette. So this one, no Telegram. I'm not going to mess with it. No Telegram here. So those are likely, coming out of Pump Fun. This one does. We're going to go to the 15 minutes. Okay, so this one I actually saw yesterday. This one came out of Pump Fun, and I wasn't sure if this one was actually going to migrate, but apparently it did. So right now we're sitting at some pretty decent retracement at 28% on the 1 hour and 35% on the 6 hour. Not sure that this is going to continue to move up, but I'll tell you what, we'll keep it for now. And then birdification, let's see here. This one, the charts, looks all right. Pretty decent, buy pressure here, and then the retracement, which is not surprising. I'll tell you what, we'll keep it for now. And then Nordo, let's go to the 15 at the 1 hour. Okay, we'll keep this one too. The Greenland Rare Bear. So let's take a look at some of these telegrams now, and let's see what we got going on. Okay, so we do get a portal. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up a bit bigger. Okay, so here we go. Let me go ahead and adjust this. All right. Okay, so here we go. We see evidence of a raid, and then we can see, right away we got buys, okay, coming in. Let's see here. So on the raid, let's see, I'm trying to see what they had going on in this raid, and I keep missing it. There we go. So on the raid, they haven't fully completed it yet. They still need 40% more to go on the retweets and 20% to go on the likes, but it does look like they're getting some participation in regards to the raid. It's a very small raid though. No sign of trending so far, and not seeing anything else in terms of marketing. So, okay, and let's see here what's going on in the pinned messages. Not a whole lot of pinned messages. Talking about FUD there. Let's see here. Okay, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back on out. Okay, and we're going to close this. And I don't see anything up here in the banner as far as any boosts or any ads. So small raid, no trending. I think this is likely to retrace. So what we'll do, we're setting an under alert. Doesn't make any sense to set an over on this one, in my personal opinion. We're at 89K according to the tab. So we're going to go to the market cap or go over here and put our note in. And I'll put 89. Okay, so, and then under, we're going to put 70K here. So, and we'll see what triggers. All right, so for this one, this is a rewards token. We're going to go into their channel, see what they got going on. We do get a portal here, so okay. So with that being said, all right, so I got to prove that I'm human. So you got double verification for this one, just keep that in mind. And so looking for the last buy, which came at 10:59, so that was literally just a minute ago. So this one, let's see here, what do we got going up here? They buy, you earn, they sell, you earn. So you earn rewards, on buys and sells. So obviously what they're telling you is just make sure that you hold the token. Okay, so it works just like any other reward token. You hold the token, and on volume, and the volume is on buys and sells, you earn rewards, but that is obviously proportionate to the amount of tokens or the amount of supply that you hold to. So the more supply you own, more rewards that you acquire based on the volume of the buys and sells. The less you hold, the less you receive, but you'll still receive rewards, as it doesn't appear that there's some kind of threshold in terms of a minimum that you have to hold in order to receive the rewards. So as long as you hold something, rewards are going to come to anyone holding the token. So see the team's working. They got some stuff going on in X. Okay, just reiterating what I already said before. So they're applying to CoinGecko, or let's see here. They're saying they're already on it, CoinGecko. So that's pretty good. All right, so this is just a screenshot, somebody, showing the rewards that they're earning. Okay, so still getting some activity coming in here. So buys are still coming in. No sign, of any kind of raid. No sign of any trending that I've seen. Okay, so yeah, so no sign of trending, no sign of raids, from what I've been able to tell, just being in the chat. And obviously you can see I'm just scrolling through, I don't see anything. So we're going to go back out here and let's check out their banner. Okay, so they do have ads. They paid for ads. They got a 100x boost going, so as far as this one's concerned, doesn't make any sense to set an over. It's going to be an under on this one. They're sitting at 441, on the market cap. So here we go, 441k. And then on the under, and we're going to set this at 400k. See if it triggers. Okay, so on the next one here, we've got BWOB. So nothing. Okay, so they haven't paid for ads. They haven't paid, for any kind of boosts. But this is a BSC token, So we're going to go ahead and check out their channel. Okay, so this to me. You got a channel that's really not a channel, right? So 70 subscribers, but there's no way for them to engage with themselves, with any other community member at all. So for this one, because there's no community, I'd say this one's one that we would absolutely avoid, as I would believe that, hey, even though they've got a chart that doesn't look that bad, it's likely going to go ahead and come down at some point, because there's nothing, other than the boost. Well, and they don't even have the boost. There's nothing that's really serving as a catalyst as to the reason why buys are coming in. Other than, I've said this before, people tend to follow buys and they follow sells, So yeah, so this is one we're not going to track. And for roulette, so you can see here, according to the banner, 10% tax split, 6% to holders, 4% to one winner. Hold at least 500,000 tokens, for the jackpot. So hold over 500,000 tokens to be eligible for the jackpot. So you got to have at least that much, for the jackpot, but I'm guessing this applies to every other holders, all the other holders. So, okay, so for this one, and we can see they're in retracement. They've been in retracement. It's sitting at 305, which is still a pretty decent market cap, given what the chart looks like. So we're going to check out the Telegram, see if there's any activity in there. I did see in the banner that they did pay for ads. So I'm sure that's serving as some kind of catalyst, at least to bring some new people in. They've got a VC going, so the VC is helpful, in terms of optics. 17 people, you can see by the glowing icons there, that you've got people talking, and engaging with one another in the VC. So with that being said, I'm looking for the last buy on this one. And so if we don't see anything soon, so actually, this is saying 10:47, it's after 11 o'clock on my clock. So that's outside my 10-minute window where I want to see some activity. So we're going to actually leave this one alone. So we're going to go back out. And so nothing to do here. We're not going to track it. And then on Jake here, we're still seeing some buys coming in. Let me see, when the last buy was. But you can also see that they've got some, big retracement numbers, big minuses, here in terms of the time frames. Minus 43 or 41 on the 5-minute, minus 51 on the 1 hour, minus 68 on the 6 hour. So it's not looking too good, for Jake, in my personal opinion on this one. We'll see what's going on in the Telegram, see if there's any activity. It looks like it's a CTO. Okay, so last buy came in 11,404, so that's what I got on my clock. All right, and they got a raid going, but really no activity whatsoever on this raid. That's not good. Okay, so that means people are kind of changing sentiment in regards to the token. All right, so we got no trending going on. We got a raid, where nobody's engaging with the raid whatsoever. Let's see here. This is talking about if you got suggestions or want to help to get this project to the top, you need to just share in your X about Jake and Baby. Okay, that's coming from the owner. So they're also proposing to buy 50x boost at 200K, but you're setting at 43K. So the likeliness, that's a pretty, decent lift to get to 200K. And what's the catalyst to get you there? So it's nice to go ahead and put something out there like this, but again, if you're not doing anything and you have a raid where the community isn't even engaging, with the raid, it's going to be pretty difficult to get to that 200K threshold, where the owner's offering to buy a 50x boost, and we don't even know if that's actually true, if they're actually even going to do it. Okay, so sometimes people put stuff like this out there, just to go ahead and I'm not saying that's the case with this particular token, but sometimes you put information out there like that to, get somebody to think, oh my gosh, they're going to go ahead and do this, so let me go ahead and jump in and buy. But again, we're all sitting behind a screen and you don't really know the true intentions, of anything that's actually said, especially, in various telegrams, so again, I wouldn't necessarily pay attention to stuff like this, I pay attention to more to what's actually taking place, on a chart and in the communities. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move out of this one just because there's not really, yes, sure, you're getting, some buys, but again, I think to get it to where they need to get it to, and when you're seeing this kind of retracement, you need some kind of catalyst, and they've got nothing going on. No activity in the raid, no trending, no ads, and no boosts. Okay, so this one's going to go ahead and go down, and I would imagine it'll retrace, below 40K for sure. So we're going to go ahead and leave this one here. We just saw that we got to buy a couple of big buys, almost $2,500, in total in buys, and so we're going to take a look at the Telegram on this one. So we got a verification portal, and this is a CTO. Okay, so here they've got a little bit of activity. You can see that it's evidenced by the progress indicator on the raid, where they're looking for 4 replies, 3 retweets, can't talk, and 6 likes. Okay, we're seeing some more activity, which is good to see. You want to see your community trying to actually work for their bags. And we got a buy here just a minute ago on verification. Okay, and I think this was actually something that came out of TikTok. I believe so, and this is another raid where the community did complete that, and so you only got just over 200 members. Here we've seen some other tokens. They've had vastly larger numbers, and they've struggled to complete raids. So I think it's positive that the community at least is trying to help get the token some more exposure, and obviously a CTO is a community powered token, which means essentially the community is the one really behind the success or failure of the token. So okay, so we got a few pinned messages up here. I'm guessing this is a channel where they can go and do memes. Everybody should do this or read this. This is on X. Okay, and so another one on X. So with that being said, not seeing anything as far as like trending or concerned, just the raid. And then if we come back out here, let's close this up, and then we can see there's nothing going on in terms of a boost, or ads. So I think it's kind of impressive, that the chart is still standing, in this kind of arena right now, but it hasn't been, sold off into oblivion. But with that being said, they still need to do some work, to really shill the token, get some more eyes on it, to continue to move the chart. So we're sitting at 188K. I'm going to go ahead and set 2 alerts on this one. So 188K. Oops. All right. And then on the over, let's go ahead and let's set it at 200. Okay. There we go. And then on the under, let's see, 188K. Let's go ahead and set the under at 150K. Okay. All right, so there we go. And then we're going to move on over to Nordo. Nordo, the chart doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't really look like they're getting much activity. So that's my only concern here. On the 5 minute, nothing's going on. On the 1 hour, minus 1.73. So again, not much activity. Let's check out and see what they got going on in the Telegram. And so we get a portal, and there we go. Just over 1,300 members, here in the chat. So the last buy came in at 9:18 a.m. So what does that mean? That means that the last buy came in over more than an hour and a half ago. So this one's one we're not going to touch at all. Okay, so with that being said, this is a shorter video today, but again, I'm not a fan of just talking for the sake of talking and making a video longer than it needs to be. So we've covered some stuff going on in Dexscreener today. We'll see if we got anything on the next video, but for now, that's going to be it for this video, and I appreciate you guys for continuing to support the channel and continuing to support the series. Make sure that if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and sharing the channel with more people that you believe may be able to share or not share, but to benefit from what is being shared here in the series and on the channel. With that being said, you guys enjoy your day. I'll see you on the next video, and thanks so much for continuing to follow along in the series.